Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Sunday. You know what that means? Of course it means we're here continuing the journey of Ben 10 Omniverse. This is Season 7, Episode 4. Of course, we'll not know the title until I get into the episode. Last week's episode, I'm still thinking about it because it was honestly one of the better episodes I've seen of Omniverse in a bit. And that fight between Gwen and Charmcaster was phenomenal at the end of the episode. It was so good. And it was clear, because I've heard about this for a bit, that there was, I guess, discussions, maybe a pitch of a Gwen spinoff show, and this clearly felt like setting that up a little bit for sure, especially where they're taking over Hex's kind of like, I wouldn't say like lair, even though they used the word lair, I believe, in the episode, but basically his like kind of area, his kind of like domain of all of his books and everything. And Hex is unfortunately now gone. He was trying to turn over a new leaf, and then you have, of course, Charmcaster in the mix and trying to cause all this chaos and problems, as she does. So they were setting up something clearly with Gwen, whether the show timeline-wise would have taken place around the time of Omniverse now or after the events of Omniverse if they would have done the Gwen spinoff show. And it sucks we never got it. Or it sucks we never got something more outside of this like continuity, because Omniverse ends, like this is it for now at least, until maybe they come up with another show that is connected to this down the road, because Ben 10 is still massively popular, right? So who knows? Who's to say? Maybe this upcoming comic will change things in terms of like, maybe we should do another show. Maybe you should. Maybe you guys should. But anyways, I'm excited to dive into this episode to see what happens here, because you just never know what you're going to get. Like, even though last week's episode, in my opinion, was definitely one of the better episodes I've seen in a while, I'm still enjoying this show, regardless of the episodes. Like, now, if an episode's not great, I obviously admit it and talk about it, but, like, at the end of the day, I'm still enjoying the journey and having fun with this show, because you just never know what you're going to get until you get into it. So, without further ado, let's get into now. Let's check out this episode, guys, and see what they show us. Let's go.
Ben!
Young Ben.
Everything in...
Oh no,
The
not
Ben
the
Ledger.
Congratulations! Don't tell me you'll still be destroying my store 10 years from now.
Why are you so grumpy?
We're following his character?
I wish he wasn't right about me being lonely.
Wait, what? Holy crap.
Please, help me.
I don't like this new version. I don't like it. Okay. What are we doing here? The Ballad?
Here we go.
Whoa, that's it.
What was the dog clapping?
Kinda overdressed for a sunny day.
I'm here to take care of some business.
Oh.
Oh, not so fast, Fuzzy.
Oh, shit.
Let him go now.
Why?
Why?
You trying to put me out of business, Ben?
I mean, I ought to open a restaurant selling nothing but tentacles.
Oh, and he probably does. Right, I think it is.
The Ben Ledger? You can't charge me for what happens when I'm a hero.
Volcanus.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm here for.
What?
An Arthurian bodyguard.
Well, uh-oh.
I still owe you
Ben?
over the galactic enforcers.
Good job, Grandpa Max. Ooh, nice. And they're both gone.
Who knows where they could be now?
But where's Gwen at in all this?
Smart.
Maybe. The package that Volcanus is after.
Whoa, not Element X. Can't that stuff blow up an entire solar system
If it comes in contact with iron ore.
Don't worry, I beamed that alien bully.
Did you? Uh-oh. He's crawling on the ceiling? What?
You took out Volcanus with a can of lima beans?
No species likes lima beans.
I still don't get it. What does he need?
Oh, that's what
Element
that
X
alien is.
For her.
A fish girl?
Yep.
Darling.
Mr. Baumann has an alien girlfriend?
Yep.
Mr.
Seems
Baumann
like
has a
it.
girlfriend?
Jelaine. Okay, hello.
Wayne, this is Ben Tennyson.
He doesn't seem so bad.
Give him a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Sue.
I'll keep you safe.
I need a specific compound of 2 parts hydrogen to 1 part oxygen.
There was only one person I trusted.
Okay.
I have to live in very deep water. My ship's supply of element X is almost exhausted.
Uh-oh.
You know I will never let anything happen to you.
More element X?
Oh. And Volcanus is here.
Mr. Bowman's on a date, jerk!
He's on a date. Leave him alone.
Volcanus always get... Or like your homeworld, when they call it Kaboomia.
No, Celestia!
Oh, okay.
Iggy will see.
Ooh, Diamond Head.
Take your hands off her, you dang Detrovite ape!
Whoa.
Damn. Good job. Oh, that's a cool shot. I like that. Damn. And the shot was still going. Pretty cool. Damn. Alley-oop. Holy crap.
Yikes.
I don't see how anything could have survived that kind of blast.
Oh, he's still alive.
You're right, Iggy.
So we're jumping in time every 5 years. Okay.
Oh, Iggy. Is he the surprise?
He is
No.
to me. What are you
It's
doing?
to me.
You've been together for 10 years.
Leave us alone. Scram.
Exactly.
Disappear.
He wants his
Make yourself
time.
Scarcer than viscosian polymorph teeth. Promise me I won't see you again tonight.
Promise,
Okay,
please.
I promise. Try to do something nice for a guy.
Yeah,
who's
I understand,
dancing
Ben.
again.
You try to do something nice, but it's just, yeah.
Gotta hide.
Oh my god. Oh, nice. Okay.
Pickaxers.
They just left him in the dumpster right next to it.
Wild Mutt my eye.
Of course it wasn't gonna be Wild Mutt because you said it.
I can...
It's such a weird visual.
What a load of drivel.
And you were blown to bits.
You probably thought nothing survived. You were wrong.
Well, show us.
Though my
The head.
target was destroyed, Minions found me and outfitted
Wait.
me with a regeneration sequence. My body will
Wait. Hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. That's how they're explaining that he had a baby body in freaking Alien Force? They're retconning that? They're retconning. Oh my god. Holy shit. So the baby body was because he was regenerating after the death, and only his head survived. His body was slowly regenerating, or whatever. It was basically like just this part of him. So the regeneration suit was just magically there. Did he have a failsafe in this? Anyways, we'll talk more about this later. Oh my god, they're retconning that.
Mr. Baumann, are you okay?
Wake up.
You,
Oh.
Ben? Sheilane's ship is the only place she can live in the whole universe. If you fight Volcanus down there...
Oh, I love those. What is that?
A little swap I made with Azimuth himself.
Nice. I wish I saw this alien more, honestly. Oh, that's him. Uh-oh. We're not done yet.
I know that's you, Tennyson.
Get out of there. Thank you. It's crazy Mr. Baumann fighting. Whoa.
Iggy, you did it.
Well, I kinda... forget it.
Where did you
What?
find a Thalassian lip implant?
You marry me.
I knew it.
Oh, Iggy.
Yes. I was not expecting this to happen in this episode, but hey.
Oh, man. He's gonna have to start a new Ben Ledger.
This was a strange episode, but two interesting things happened that we definitely need to talk about. Of course, Volcanus and that whole thing, and the retcon, and Mr. Baumann and his woman. We'll get to that second. Volcanus, when he was first introduced in this show, he was menacing. He was a pretty solid villain, right? Then in Alien Force, it was revealed that he has his head, but then when his suit or whatever was destroyed, he has a baby's body. So it completely changed my perception and thoughts on the character, because now I don't see him really as a threat. Like, it just seems so goofy and weird. They've now retconned this. They've now retconned this because he was truly that big in that suit during Classic. However, when we jump to when Ben's around 10 or so, around the time of Ben 10 Classic, in the timeline of this episode, because it opens when he's like around 5 years old. Then we do 5 years later with Max and Ben. No Gwen. Interesting. No Gwen at all. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because they didn't want to have the character involved and they would have to pay the voice actors. Anyways, I don't know. But anyways, then we do, of course, Omniverse timeline at the end. Well, Volcanus there, he is still Volcanus, like as we know from Classic. In the around the 10 year, like, 5 years later, around 10 years old, 11 years old, Ben and Max. And so there's a point where he's thrown up into a ceiling with a part of this like device that, or like this like container that has like this thing where if it connects with iron, this element, it explodes. Well, they thought, okay, Volcanus died. What they revealed is that Volcanus still had his head intact, and he has like a little like, I don't know, gloop or something extended from it, like his neck or whatever, but that's it. And then somehow his minion somehow had a regeneration suit on hand, it seems, because it seems like it was just right there. And then that's rebuilding his body. And he's still, because at the end of the episode we saw, he's still in that baby form. He still has a baby's body. Very tiny. So, I don't know. Like, I understand, like, the thought process of, like, okay, at one point Volcanus was, as intended, this giant villain that we saw throughout Classic, but there was a reason as to why he has a baby's body now, because they thought he was dead, right? They thought he was gone. Now, I don't remember if in Alien Force, if that was ever actually said by Kevin or Ben, who was actually there, that caused Volcanus' death. I don't remember. I have to go back and watch that episode when they reintroduced Volcanus in Alien Force. If it was ever mentioned, or if there's a word like, you're alive? Maybe it was. Maybe this was always a plan. I doubt they had this all planned out way back then in Alien Force, and all the way now to Omniverse, deep into Season 7, where we're going to reveal that he actually died, but he actually really didn't. I don't know. It's a strange retcon. But I also understand why, because I think I'm not speaking just for myself. I'm pretty sure there was a fair bit of people that their whole opinion changed on Volcanus once it was revealed in Alien Force that he has a baby's body. Like, it just changes your whole perception of what you think about the character. At least it did for me, and I'm assuming others too. So maybe that's why they did this, to explain why he has a baby's body. Like, he truly was that big before, but when Ben threw him up in the freaking ceiling of the cave, and that element connects with the iron, explosion. Maybe. So there's that. The other weird thing that happened in this episode, but I don't know. I found it, at least, I would say interesting, is that Mr. Baumann has a girlfriend, and it's this alien fish creature. And I said her name. I'm sorry, I didn't really catch the name. I didn't really latch on, so I do apologize for not remembering it. But he saves her from the crash when Ben was around 5 years old, and he like destroyed like $10 of damage or whatever in his store at the time. And there was a Ben Ledger. That was a cool little moment of like, I don't think we've ever seen the Ben Ledger before, where like it's marking in all the times Ben has screwed up and destroyed shit. Of course, at the very end of the episode, the last shot you see, the whole store is pretty much screwed because it got destroyed. I don't know what Ben did, but Ben destroyed a good portion of the store. But he can only see Mr. Baumann, not Ben. Mr. Baumann can only see this girl, this alien, every 5 years or so, right? She lives in deep water, and so she can't really come out unless she like transcends or like gets rid of her scaling or whatever. So the character changes its look a little bit every time we see the character because of this scale whatever change. And of course, here comes Volcanus. In the third time we see the character, when she comes out again, and Mr. Baumann's with her and everything, and Ben's trying to do a nice thing. He's like, Ben, you know what you can do for me? Get lost. Get out of here. I don't want you involved. Of course, Volcanus is there, so Ben ultimately helps and all that. But Mr. Baumann has this suit to where he can now go visit her, and then he proposes. After seeing her now 3 times. Because he only sees her once every 5 years. But I'll say this. It's strange. It's odd, but then again, love is strange, right? If Mr. Baumann truly is happy, and it seems like she's truly happy with Mr. Baumann, then there's nothing wrong. Like, okay, sure, they're now married, or they're going to get married. okay. And now he has an opportunity to see her more now because he can literally go down with that suit that was, I guess, traded or gifted or whatever, because he said that he got it from Azimuth. He can now go see her now. And he was helping repair her ship. True love. True love. I didn't know where this episode was going, opening with a young 5-year-old Ben. I will say I think it's one of the more interesting things they've brought in is that we're seeing flashbacks and kind of like moments before Classic in this world, in the continuity with Omniverse. I think maybe Classic may have done it too, but Omniverse really has stuck with, when it makes sense storyline wise, to showcase a younger Ben and showing that there was more going on in life with Ben outside of starting in Classic up to now Omniverse. Like there was stuff before the Omnitrix, before all of this occurred, before his life changed forever. Now, I will say this too. I also find it cool, but also like I'm just curious when they bring in elements and stories that's around the time of Classic or after Classic, before he takes the Omnitrix off, before the Return in Alien Force, when he puts it back on, that there's storylines and things that are going on, right? Like Mr. Baumann has been a character that is presumably been around for a long time, as we've been seeing with a younger, 5-year-old-ish Ben, but we never saw him until Omniverse. Or no, it was Alien Force. Was it Alien Force or Ultimate Alien? One of the two. But he wasn't around at all in Classic, like not even mentioned. But apparently Max and Mr. Baumann are friends. Like they know each other, but it was just never mentioned. Then again, they're on this road trip, so they're away. So I get it, right? There was a way to make that work so that, okay, well, they're actually not around in town. They're off on this road trip and going all over the place during the summer with, Ben, Gwen, and Max. So it makes sense that there is no Mr. Baumann. As far as I know, I don't think he was ever shown in Classic. I don't think so, if I remember correctly. Like, he was never introduced. So they're finding ways to expand the world and not really break continuity, but they are retconning stuff, as we obviously mentioned with the whole, Volcanus. They're retconning stuff. As long as it doesn't break in my head, the overall shows, I'm fine with it. Like in this case, it at least explains why he has a baby's body, and that at one point, yeah, he was who we thought he was prior in terms of this big villain, as I've been saying. So at least, as long as it's not too over the top, then whatever, just let it slide. So overall, this was a strange episode. It was a weird episode, but can't complain too much. It was overall pretty solid. Some funny moments, and yeah, so there you go. Another episode of Omniverse down. We're getting closer and closer to wrapping this show up. I don't want to talk about it too much now. Don't want to get into that because I don't really want to think about it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know your thoughts about this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.